We're reading Ryokan's poetry. Dewdrops on a lotus leaf. We continue, torn and tattered, torn and tattered. Torn and tattered is this life. Food, I collect it from the roadside. Shrubs and bushes have long overrun my hut. Often the moon and I sit together at night, and more than once I lost myself among the wildflowers, forgetting to return home. No wonder I finally left the community life. How could such a crazy monk live in a temple? He's too crazy to live in a temple. Is that the problem? Some people are too crazy for temples. You sure you don't want to read something more romantic than these monks out in the woods?
I don't know, read some more of his poems.
He does meet up with his nun friend. Here we go. 2 poems for my friend Bose. So he has some friends, probably. Yes, I'm truly a dunce. He knows he's a dunce, living among trees and plants. Please don't question me about illusion and enlightenment. This old fellow just likes to smile to himself. I fade across streams with bony legs and carry a bag about in fine spring weather. That's my life, and the world owes me nothing. The gaudy beauty of this world has no attraction for me. The gaudy beauty, but he likes the natural beauty, right? My closest friends are mountains and rivers. Clouds swallow up my shadow as I walk along. When I sit on cliffs, birds soar overhead. Wearing snowy straw sandals, I visit cold villages. Go as deep as you can into life, and you will be able to let go of even blossoms. He's letting go of even beautiful things here. And it says his friend, Kamita Boshe, is a famous scholar, artist, and poet of the Edo period who visited Ryokan and Ichiko. Seems he has some big-time famous friends. Then he says, a single path among 10,000 trees, a misty valley hidden among 1,000 peaks. Not yet autumn, but already leaves are falling. Not much rain, but still the rocks grow dark. With my basket I hunt for mushrooms. So now I know what he's eating. With my bucket I draw pure spring water. Unless you got lost on purpose, you would never get this far. If you got lost on purpose, you would never get this far. You wanted me to read that one again? No. I climb to Great Compassion Hall, and gaze out at the clouds and haze. Ancient trees stretch towards the sky. A fresh breeze whispers of 10,000 generations below Dragon King Spring. So pure you can see right to its source.
Read that previous one again.
Previous sentence?
Previous poem.
Previous poem. Previous poem? All right. Okay, a single path among 10,000 trees, a misty valley hidden among 1,000 peaks. Not yet autumn, but already leaves are falling. Not much rain, but still the rocks grow dark. With my basket I hunt for mushrooms. hunt for mushrooms. With my bucket, I draw pure spring water. Unless you got lost on purpose, you would never get this far. You have to get lost on purpose. You have to have a purpose to get the purpose of getting lost. Next poem. I climbed a great compassion hall. I gaze out at the clouds and haze. Ancient trees stretch towards the sky. A fresh breeze whispers of 10,000 generations. Below, Dragon King Spring, so pure you can see right to its source. To passerby I shout, come and see yourself mirrored in the water.
Why don't we read haiku poetry?
Well, we read haiku. This is, I don't know what this is. It's a little longer than haiku, huh? Then that was a nice poem. We gotta continue. In the stillness. Haiku. I don't know if this is haiku. In the stillness by the empty window, I sit in formal meditation, wearing my monk's surplice. Navel and nose in alignment. Now he's in perfect meditation. Navel and nose in alignment. Ears parallel with the shoulders.
Goodness.
Dear, he's a professional monk, remember?
It's 2 months already.
They were going to make him the abbot, and he just didn't want to do it. Moonlight floods the room. The rain stops, but the eaves drip and drip. Perfect this moment in the vast emptiness. My understanding deepens. He's having a good meditation now.
He is even aware of his ears being parallel.
There he's taking a formal position, meditation, formal meditation.
We understand that. You don't have to, the parallels with the ears.
Yeah, but dear, a good pose, the sitting like Buddha, sitting upright, sitting properly, actually helps. He says, in the stillness by the empty window, I sit in formal meditation, wearing my monk's surplice. He dresses up.
I sit, and that would be enough.
We
read so many poems about poets sitting quietly. They didn't say anything about every position.
He gets his navel and his nose in alignment. His ears are parallel with the shoulders.
Too much strictness, that doesn't make it good.
Well, he's writing a poem here. And then he says, moonlight floods the room, the rain.
End of the poem.
Rain stops, but the eaves drip and drip. Perfect this moment in the vast emptiness, my understanding deepens. How's your understanding going to deepen? It's from meditation. He's a meditator, and here's his picture meditating. He likes to meditate, and here he's in the woods meditating. So, yeah, here he is. He's dwelling, and it says dwell high above the clouds, and you too will gaze eternally on the bright moon. And he has, I don't know, when you say calligrapher, I wonder if he was a painter. And I don't know where these came from. But anyways, we continue. We've been reading from Ryokan, the Dewdrops on a Lotus Leaf, translated John Stevens. At night, deep in the mountains, I sit in meditation. The affairs of men never reach here. It's funny, he never watches the news. He doesn't have a satellite TV. All right. Everything is quiet and empty. All the incense has been swallowed up by the endless night. My robe has become a garment of dew. Unable to sleep, I walk out into the woods. Suddenly, above the highest peak, the full moon appears. Oh, they're so obsessed about the moon. Of course, the moon's a symbolism in Buddhism. You want that read again?
That's it? You finished? No.
It says, in my hermitage, a volume of Cold Mountain poems. It is better than any sutra. I copy his verses and post them all around, savoring each one over and over. Who's writing that? Okay, he has a volume of Cold Mountain poems. He says, it is better than any sutra. So now he's saying his poetry is better than the Buddhist sutras.
What's the sutra?
It's like the Bible.
Could be.
He'd rather read his poetry book than read the scriptures.
That's good. I rather read good poetry also.
You'd rather read poetry than the scriptures?
Mm-hmm.
You're bad. You're bad like this guy.
Poetry is the scriptures.
You should just meet up with Ryokan. We should go into the mountains maybe and look for him.
I didn't even think about it. I don't know.
He says, in my hermitage, a volume of Cold Mountain poems. It is better than any sutra. I copy his verses and post them all around. Here he's doing posting on Instagram. He's posting them up on in his hut though, with little stick-it notes, with post-it notes. This guy is crazy. No wonder they threw him out of the monastery. Savoring each one over and over. Oh my God, and he's doing Instagram like crazy. Guy's crazy.
He doesn't tell any of the poems that he likes.
Let's see. When all thoughts are exhausted, I slip into the woods and gather a pile of shepherd's purse. That's a herb, I think, a plant. Like the little stream making its way through the mossy crevices, I too quietly turn clear and transparent. Very nice poem, actually. It says, when all thoughts are exhausted, I slip into the woods and gather a pile of shepherd's purse. Like the little stream making its way through the mossy crevices, I too quietly turn clear and transparent. You know, like in Taoism, you're supposed to behave like water or something. Follow the clear and quiet path.
His movements like water.
We are reading from Ryokan, who was like a Zen poet, born 1758. And I like him so far.
I like the end of this poem.
The end of his poems? Maybe they have a statement at the end, you know. I don't know the structure, but we haven't studied him. You'd think it's almost haiku, but don't know.
I mean, I could keep the poem from the point where he reads.
He may be freestyle poet, who knows?